At any rate, I have started the recording, so we are going to get this thing going on the road. Did you follow what happened last game? It was hilarious,
It
absolutely hilarious.
was I was which game?
Like not the game, just
Oh, when you accidentally just kind of closed out of the ability to spectate.
yeah. Well, it's like if you click
I,
on someone's
I,
room page and then click the X, you without even prompting you, it just dumps you out of spectator mode, and there's no way to get back in. So
that
I
is a
thought
useful feature.
I
A very
thought
very
I thought
useful
I had
feature.
just screwed up, but then the guy I was co-casting with, who's only jungle, who's actually playing this game, he was
Hmm.
like, "Oh my god, dude, this Lux is level 28." So I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." I was going to like check out the runes, and then I accidentally quit, and we were
Uh,
like, "Wait, the Lux is level 28, not level 30, not even ranked, nothing, no experience in sort of competitive play." And obviously it was going against like caffeine and bad milk and all these 2K players, and we were like, uh-oh. So I went into mumble to try and like calmly tell
yeah,
them,
shenanigans aside, let's talk about the game. How about
no, 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 we have like 3 minutes to talk about the game. I gotta get this story quickly done.
that?
I mean, we can talk about the picks and bans in a second. I'm nearly done with the story. Just one more second. But
I was
anyway,
in the mumble. I saw.
yeah, I
I
know.
heard.
I'm saying this
It's
more for the
complete.
viewers of the stream and for the recording and everything, just for prosperity's
I'm pretty
sake.
sure everybody who's watching currently
No!
knows.
Anyway, so the point is, I get on a mumble to try and break them the news that I had accidentally closed out a spectator, expecting them to be like, "Oh, milk!" And there was this level 28 Lux shouting at everyone, saying that that LoL was not a competitive game, that we were F underscore 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 it's, and that when he started playing LoL, it was about having fun and being entertained, and that we were all idiots. So that is the end of my story. Hopefully, this game we aren't going to have any of that. We do see the Hecarim picked, and obviously, this is, as you can kind of tell by some of the client bugs going around, the reason we let that level 28 player into the game in the first place is that the client is kind of glitching out all over the place. Hecarim has just been released. It's the day after the patch. So it'll be
Chaos is
interesting.
reigning in the streets.
Exactly.
Houses are burning.
People sacrificing newborns and things like that. No, but Hecarim, have you played with Hecarim yet? Have you seen him in game?
Me and Nisley were actually on pretty early this morning, so
Mm-hmm.
we played a few games with him, and I mean he seems good. Nobody's really like. There's a lot of good theory going around on him. He's a fun champion to watch play.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen a lot of really good play from him yet,
Yeah.
so
It,
hopefully this will be the first
yeah.
game where I'm excited to see him go.
One interesting mechanic. A lot of people think that he does no damage, but I think part of that psychologically just stems from the fact that his Q spell, which is really his big damage spell, deals 50% reduced damage to minions. So it
Hmm.
certainly slows down his clear times a little bit. He's even slower. Like it deals less damage than a Skarner even, which is kind of bad.
Ooh.
Um, Skarner obviously not the fastest clearer in the game, and also has mana problems of his own. So take that as you will. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a sort of first patch kind of numbers tweak on Hecarim, maybe giving him a little bit more damage to those jungle creeps because he is
Riot
not.
doesn't like to change their champions after release. Lulu still hasn't been fixed.
Oh well, but I mean, you have pretty much every release they've had has had some sort of numbers change. Because usually, especially when a jungler comes out, people just say, "Oh, it's garbage," and
Hmm.
ignore it. Even in fact, Shyvana, I believe, was changed, and until IEM Kiev, where M5 really showed the power of Shyvana, people were saying like, "Oh, she's weak," and this and that. So I wouldn't be surprised if a similar kind of small numbers tweak happened with Hecarim, probably focused at jungle clear times. Um, Also, if you notice, the name of this game is Reddit in-house fives, and then in brackets, no clarity. You can see
Nice.
Shreve and Nasili were trolling me with that clarity pick. I know you're not gonna run clarity on Shyvana, you
How do
crazy.
you know that? Can you say it for certain? Because we also
I
said that Mundo wasn't going to run Revive, and he's run it
and
two
he ran
games
it two
so
games in a
far.
row. I can't. I'm not gonna put any money down
Okay.
because obviously I think Shreve may actually be listening to this stream just to hear kind of our thoughts on this picks and bans process.
Mhm.
Obviously, we don't really have any information. He doesn't at this point in time, and there will be a delay later. But if he weren't listening, I would say with utmost confidence that Shyvana wouldn't be running Clarity. You never know. in a game like this, trolling is incredibly viable of a strategy. You do, by the way, see flowers for Algernon on his solo top Kayle, which I was talking about being kind of a targeted ban. The
Hmm.
targeted bans, by the way, that we missed as I was telling my oh so delightful story of the level 28 Lux are the Lee Sin pick, the Lee Sin ban, which is targeted at
And,
Caffeine, who
and
plays
then
an amazing Lee
Riven
Sin,
for Shriv.
and Riven for Shreve. So this revived Clarity Shyvana, I see it changing to either Exhaust Smite or Flash Smite at the single-digit seconds left on the clock. But we'll see. Koban, the 80 carry, playing Cog, this time picking up Cleanse instead of Heal, which is
That is
interesting.
a squishy lineup for purple.
It really is. I think they're really going to bank on Shreve.
Hmm.
Revive. There we go. Last second. Couldn't have been executed better. That was flawless
Perfect
trolling.
execution on
10
that
out of 10.
summoner switch.
I was trolled. For a second, I think my heart skipped a beat, which is either cholesterol related or just because a moment like that is very intense to
You
see
better
in a
get
game
that
that you're
stuff
casting.
checked out, man.
I
We can't
probably
lose you.
should. I know, right? But we actually see a triple heal, summoner heal on the lineup of Purple Team. Maybe not the best coordination. They don't have a single ignite. Um, whereas Blue Team, kind of the polar opposite, not a single heal being picked up and 3 ignites. So actually, I may have been wrong about the solo top Kayle. Megs,
Yeah.
the infamous troll of the Reddit community, has picked up Aurelia as a 5th pick instead of a uh, uh, real true AD carry. Kayle can build as an AD carry, however, she does have a lot of trouble, especially with mana early game, keeping that E up because without your E, you are a melee champion on Kayle, and that E is kind of the
Yeah,
auto tech
I
modifier.
expect blue will be running some sort of kind of a amalgam of to a kill lane bottom because I mean without like that dedicated AD carry, something like a Kog'Maw or a Caitlyn, you really have to punish the your opponents for picking a squishy champion like that. And
Yeah,
it looks like it's going to be something like Alistar Kayle, which has all of the tools necessary, especially with that exhaust and the ignite picked up by
yeah,
both of those
yeah.
um, summoners. Just they will have the ability to get a kill in lane. Any small mistakes could be capitalized upon.
Yeah. Although I don't know, a good counter to a kill lane is the summoner spell heal and the summoner spell exhaust. Um, and Bad Milk running that Ezreal, who is of course a very mobile AD champ,
Uh,
might be able to do a very good job of getting away from the attempts to kill him. You might see Flowers just try and play more as a traditional AD carry. Uh,
we should probably try and figure out exactly where these people are going to go based off of. All right, don't hit the red X this time though.
okay, I'm not.
Uh,
In fact, you know what? You look at the runes. I'm not even
I
gonna.
am.
Actually, no. Okay, I'm gonna look at the runes. It's just
I'm on bad milk currently.
Bad Milk. Okay, I'm gonna check out Flowers because I'm interested in seeing them. Oh, I hit the
Uh,
red. No, I didn't. But
okay, so
see,
yeah,
look, why
the,
would they put a red X here?
because they because you want to hit the blue thing on the other side.
Yeah, but if you hit that red X, it doesn't even say, there's no way to start spectating this game if you leave. What do I want to look at? Runes. It looks like Flowers for Algernon on Kayle is running a rune page consisting of. It's not loading because this client is dead. Kayle,
Uh,
cooldown yellows. No, cooldown blues, physical damage reds, quints, and attack speed yellows. So a very interesting page. No defense though, and no armor, and no magic resist against Lulu Ezreal, which is actually a very strong poke-based lane. So we will have to, it remains to be seen how effective it's going to be. But that is not a lane that you're going to get away from unscathed. You're going to take a lot of mystic shots, a lot of W's, a lot of glitter lances. Pix is going to be throwing out a lot of damage, and we shall. Ah, and it's doing this stupid thing it does, where the game has spawned itself in a little mini window down at the bottom of my screen. So I'm going to have to wait for this game to load.
that's unfortunate. Well, in that case, I'll do the lineups.
Okay,
So we have
I'll just read
for the blue
Reddit.
team, Hecarim will be played in the jungle by only jungle. Alistar will be played potentially bot lane by Gardening Gloves. Rise will be played mid by Leon. Kayle played either top or bottom by Flowers for Algernon. And Aurelia has been picked up by Megs, also potentially top or bottom. For purple, we have the what I hope is an AP Cog being played by its Koban.
Wait, what?
What?
No, AD Cannon AP Cog. I mean, AP Cannon AD Cog. No.
What?
Oh
You
god.
don't think you
Okay,
don't
there
think
I
it'll
fixed it.
be? I didn't get a chance to check his runes. I was looking
Okay.
at the very end.
He has 5 AP. Cannon has 0 AP, so you're right. It might be an AP Cannon, but it's strange to see AP Cannon picking up Cleanse.
Oh, you mean AP Cog?
Yeah, but yeah, sorry, AP Cog. But yeah, no, he is running Spell Penetration and
I'm pretty
AP.
sure it's
So
an AP Cog.
yeah, I think you're right. It is AP Cog and maybe a solo top AD Cannon. I think Caffeine is a 2K elo player. Nostalgia is very comfortable in that elo range, something like high 1900s on that account. And it
Yeah.
looks like it would be interesting to see. I think the Caffeine picked Cannon thinking that he would be going against Flowers up top. Bad Milk, Hecarim, Real Beast, right? You've seen the power. Flowers for Algernon. Bad Milk and I played with two of my other friends, and let's just say it was a Hecarim v Hecarim, and the other Hecarim won. So we'll see. At any rate, but yeah, no, it looks like Caffeine picked that AD Cannon solo top to try and go against Flowers for Algernon, but then Megs, the 5th pick for blue team, did pick Aurelia.
Are you full screen? Because
yes, I'm at 125. By the way.
I am too, so we're good there.
125.
But yeah, you're flickering apparently.
I'm flickering. Yeah, check this out.
Wow, we got a blue invade onto the purple blue buff. So it looks like they're not even going to be checking that side as Shyvana tends to like to start red.
Yep. And the summoner spells on Shyvana are Flash Smite. You often see a Shyvana run Exhaust Smite.
Just because her ganks aren't necessarily the strongest team,
yeah.
not having actually any built-in hard CC.
Yeah, especially early game, and especially if you can't get behind them. So if you exhaust someone and then just run alongside of them with your burnout running, it is actually a very high damage gank. Caffeine actually very intelligent. Started with W and put an auto attack onto that golem camp to build up his passive. And it looks like Shyvana might be going into gank. He's gonna try and I think get a stun off early on. That electrical surge is Mark of the Storm is not gonna refresh. Oh, but Shriek right down there, the level 2 gank up top. A nice stun from Meg.
The stun does not follow through as his passive wore off just in time.
Yeah. Yeah, I was keeping an eye on that, and it is very hard to stun someone with just that W unless you're running like attack speed. Pretty much level 2 and on, he's going to be able to get a lot of stuns off. But they were able to pick up the flash on that gank, so it is quite successful. And by the way, we do of course see Flowers against Alistair, and see he is having a lot of trouble CSing, going down extremely low. Gardening Gloves gets the WQ combo off. But there is no heal on that bot lane, and just look how low they were able to take Flowers. This is why you don't see AD Kayle played bot that much. Without that E, you are a melee range champ, and if your E is off cooldown, it is extremely hard. Wow, but the damage!
Going on this Lulu, and wow!
The heal, wow!
Even with that heal, the Knight's able to cut it in half and
that was
first blood on
that
Kayle.
was a level 2 Reckoning, dealt around 150 and gave a damage bonus off the E, and just so much magic damage and physical damage coming onto that Lulu, who is still only level 2. Nisili gives up the first blood bot lane. It looks like with that advantage, maybe we'll see Flowers for Algernon start to snowball a little bit, pushing Bad Milk.
It's interesting. I actually was talking with Nisili last night, and he was telling me he wasn't particularly comfortable getting able to get it away from that gank with just a quick use of his E skill. Yeah. But he said he was not particularly comfortable with Lulu on support just yet. So I get the feeling that they've been trying to switch up.
By the way, the gank up top. Oh wow, Alistair and Bad Milk going very low. Wow, and the damage isn't there. The heal goes off, and the Glitter Lance barely tags Alistair, but not enough damage to pick it up. Bad Milk had already retreated. He's very low. Alistair is still extremely low. The flash is blown. Oh, and the heal. Oh, and unfortunately the E goes onto the cannon minion. Glitter Lance on Lulu, able to pick it up. But you can see the reason there wasn't a kill picked up on Bad Milk there is because he knows that Flowers for Algernon on Kayle is out of mana, Righteous Fury costing 45 mana, Kayle with around 40, not able to turn on that
top.
E and get the ranged attacks off. We do see Ignite going down on the Caffeine. Flash is forced to be blown. Some good damage coming in. Oh, and heal is blown.
Pops the heal.
He popped the heal relatively early. I think it had only jungle. Oh wow. Caffeine going back in to try and get the W off, but not enough damage going on to Meg. She needs to start auto attacking these creeps to get her sustain from her W. Hecarim's still in that brush. Kennen doesn't necessarily know Hecarim's in that brush. He could just have gone back already, but Caffeine's still playing very safe, going down to the river brush. Now level 5. I think he might go for a kill, assuming that Hecarim is back off. You can see him going in now.
Wow, just like
lots of damage going on, and Meg goes down. Did we just miss a kill somewhere else, by the way?
No.
No.
They
No,
did,
that
everyone
was
back
first
to the
blood.
lane
Yeah,
because
okay.
everyone was so hurt.
Yep, okay. Count to 10 and go. Yeah, Caffeine just sensing the fact that Hecarim had left that top brush and really abusing his power in the lane. Picks up 2 Durans and a couple health bots, 4 health bots in fact. So he's going to be dishing out a lot of damage. Aurelia did pick up that Ninja Tabi, which is really going to help her kind of stay alive. Although the lack of Merc Treads against this team, they do have quite a lot of CC, especially Kennen. Really just throwing out a lot of CC early game with those reapplyable stuns. Shreed doing a little bit of counter jungling, leaving a small.
I really don't agree with this Ninja Tabi pickup on this Aurelia.
Why is that?
Even though the Kennen is probably going to end, is definitely going the AD route. You know, so much of their damage is just going to be based off of spells, and especially with that AP cog.
Well, I mean, you know, especially as a solo top, you're not building necessarily to survive the team fight. You're building to survive the lane. And I think it is fair to say that the primary damage that Caffeine will be dealing is physical. He has those 2 Duran blades. He has 107 AD. So I don't know. I think the Ninja Tabi was an intelligent pickup by Megs. Obviously, you can always sell it for Merc Treads later on, and they are one of the cheaper boots. The Shuriken just barely missing. Megs hasn't put her ward down though. Dream is here. The ulti
Forcing the flash yet again.
Oh, but they're gonna stay in on this. Megs going back, able to get the kill. Very well played. Gets the ulti. Wow, very well played from ulti. Able to from Megs, able to quickly level up that ulti and scare Caffeine away with 4 bursts. Just barely staying alive. Definitely wouldn't have stayed alive had she picked up the Merc Treads. And let's see what she looks to build now. How much gold did she pick off of that? She has only 530.
Bot lane. And
lots of
Ezreal's
damage going
get
on.
picked up, and now they're diving underneath the tower. Alistair taking a lot of
wow,
damage.
a nice ulti from Flowers for Algernon, using that ulti to save the Kayle. And oh, but Alistair goes back in, gets greedy for the kill, which her re-aggroes him, and Shyvana is here, not quite level 5. The slam from Only Jungle actually knocking the Shyvana back towards the kill, but it's not going to be enough. AP Cog though gets the kill. Very well done.
This could be a double.
It looks like it will be a 1 kill, 1 assist for that AP Cog. Rise not able to roam. Leon just deciding that, hey, he's just going to pick up some farm. That is sort of the downfall of Rise early game. He is outpushed very easily. And now it looks like Shreed on Shyvana is going to go for that dragon. I don't know about this.
They should be able to pick it up. There's not anyone on blue in the area,
she is definitely going to fall down to that. And now Koban is out of mana. I don't know why he didn't pass the aggro
I don't know why Ez didn't
off.
just run over and help with Dragon.
And
Because if he had, it would have been an easy Dragon.
I think that Shreed should have just backed off. Oh, and while Leon is maybe going to find the Koban, he puts the ward down in the brush and he gets the snare. The cleanse goes up. I don't think it's going to be enough. One more Q. The flash
the
is
flash
blown,
to
and he
seal the
picks it
deal.
up. That was a very good cleanse from Koban, which removed the ignite and the snare, but it just wasn't enough. His flash was down, picking up that kill on Shyvana. Wow, Kenny going down up top. Meg's doing an excellent job. Megs is actually in the 1200 bracket. Caffeine is in the 2K bracket. It's excellent to see Megs holding her own with that red buff, being able to take down Caffeine. We did see a little bit of a jungle invade. Leon successfully stole the blue. However, Shyvana is there to kind of say, hey guys, what's up? but obviously a little bit too little too late to try and stop Leon from stealing that blue.
The gold currently dead even, exactly the same. Even though blue has a 2-kill lead, purple has been CSing very well across the board, and just overall has managed to stay in there.
Yeah, Meg's actually doing a very good job against his Kennen. Kennen is an extremely strong laner, and Meg is playing a champ who is melee. That melee against range matchup is something that you have a lot of trouble with unless you have prior experience. Caffeine just barely standing outside of that brush, not going in to stop Megs from recalling. Which is, oh wow, if he had done that, Street was up there with his ult. That could have been a kill on Megs. I don't know why Caffeine didn't go into that brush. I think just a little bit of miscoordination. He had his Q up, his Thundering Strike. Looks like only jungle is not going to give his blue to Leon, as Leon did, of course, just counter jungle the enemy blue. He is going to head up towards Caffeine, who is heading down, places the ward. They see only jungle heading up into the jungle. It would be a very bad idea to try and counter jungle. It looks like he might be going for the gank, but no, he's too slow. Has to just back off. Taking a look at the CS in each lane, we have 58 on Kennen to 48 on Aurelia. However, Aurelia has picked up 2 kills, which is very good. 70 CS on Kayle down bot to 47. So even though Kayle is a melee champ, it looks like they're able to really use that that damage advantage they've got from that sort of
Hecarim taking the long route through the jungle.
Yeah, he has double buffs.
Want to dive?
Yeah, if the Alistar can maybe pick up the tower aggro and then pop his ulti. Wow, Shyvana also heading down.
But picked up by a ward.
Yeah.
And jumps over the wall.
Kayle's here. Will she get her ulti down on herself? She does
down. Alistar got that turret aggro. He flashes out. But now Hecarim's in trouble too, just a little lagging behind. But he's so fast.
Wow, both Shyvana and Hecarim, incredibly fast junglers. Ezreal does have his ult up in 5 seconds. Will be able to, maybe, if he can think about, oh no, and Ogre Jungle is not going to stick around clearing those golems, is going to head to his right, and I don't think Bad Milk knows this, so he's just going to hang on to that ult, maybe use it to take down this creep wave and push down that turret. Gardening Gloves using his Pulverize to try and clear those creeps out. Nistily taking a couple of turret shots. Some decent damage coming down from this Bad Milk, even though he has died once. He is behind in CS and items, but it's interesting to see Flowers' build actually going triple Durans just like he would in solo top. So it'll be interesting to see how this lane kind of. I think Kayle probably might outscale Ezreal a little bit.
I mean, if they can get far enough into the game, yes, she will, just because she does have that dual AP AD passive.
Yeah.
That just increases her damage
not the
so
passive,
much.
just her E now. They changed the passive on Kayle. It's not just an armor shred. So I have seen
really?
Flowers picking up a what is
brutalizer
it?
on top of that?
No, not a brutalizer. A black cleaver. He's only running 6 armor pen from his masteries. Hecarim is up top. Lulu is for some reason up top. I'm not sure why. Only Jungle actually gets behind, but doesn't get the knockback in time. Shyvana heads up. Only Jungle getting very low on health. Will fall down almost definitely.
Able to almost charge out. But...
yeah. 2 flashes coming out of purple team to try and secure that kill. Meg's probably going to be able to get away. Wow, Shreed looks like they're
definitely
going to
die. Diving early energy the tower is almost never advisable.
Yeah, but a nice polymorph from... wow, and Megs picks up the kill, goes back in. Oh, and had she committed to that, that would be a double kill, I think. Had she either run away a little earlier or committed a little earlier. She had those double buffs, which and I mean, we saw how well she was able to use the red buff earlier on. Meg's actually picking up a Wriggle's Lantern. She is going to have around 100 armor with this Ninja Tabi and Wriggles, which is going to be very good against this Berserker's Graves Doran's Blade Cannon. However, Cannon does have 975 gold in the bank.
Dragon going down in mid.
And that cleanse just so fast on Koban.
There to try and save him.
He's just running
and
up
looks
river.
like he's gonna, with all that speed, he's gonna
For
be able
some
to
reason,
run,
Cannon is not heading down to help out. He has the double buff. He can definitely put a stop to this gang. But I mean, Koban just such good reflexes on that QSS. Sorry, on that cleanse, able to pop it almost instantly. And it looks like Flowers and Blue Team is just looking to get some sort of
Purple has
counter
this entire area warded. They have way, yeah, they have way better vision currently.
I don't know. Blue Team has a ward around that Wraith area, which is good, but Purple Team has a ward at Baron and at the ramp.
All up and down river.
Yeah, and so they can see all two entrances to their upper jungle very easily, and a ward at Baron 50 minutes into the game. Shriek finding Megs, and I think seeing Hecarim. We do see Cobb going down very low mid, but so does Kayle. Kayle still has that ulti up, but no mana to really capitalize on it. Just gonna farm and back off, I think. Purple team knows that the blue team has backed off, though. They did see the Aurelia go into the jungle, and they know she's just now left. Pink ward coming down. I don't know. I think the purple team can see that. Yeah, they can see the the blue team's pink ward. Unfortunately, that is just barely in range of that pink ward in the try rush. So not the best spot for Megs to drop her pink ward. Or unless that was just, I think that was just a Wriggles ward. It's just a little easy to see in the spectator mode. Hecarim just looks like he's going for his red. Might donate to Kayle. Some pinks going out on the enemy blue buff, which they can see is up on that ward. Doesn't really look like Only Jungle is in position.
It's really interesting to see the differences in just how the two teams are warding currently, because there are a lot of very aggressive, kind of deep wards from blue, whereas purple's mostly keeping the river warded as of right now, just like really like shallow stuff, just so they can kind of keep track of the enemy movement as much as possible.
And lots of interesting movement also coming out. By the way, Flowers has now picked up that BS sword, will likely build into a Black Cleaver. Bad Milk is trying to pick up a little bit of CS with that Ez ult and stop the push that Flowers is doing. His Lulu has been roaming and not really helping out down bot, which is surprising because Bad Milk is in a world of hurt. Might get tower dive. A heal is blown. Wow, lots of damage.
He did that Q.
Lots of damage going off both on Flowers and Bad Milk. Only Jungle is there to tower dive though. The Ghost is popped. The ult misses. Very good job from Bad Milk, but it's not enough. Goes in for that last little burst of aggression. Lulu
he's been left alone for so long bottom that he's fallen drastically behind in CS.
And Bad Milk is not happy about Nistle's Lulu play. I don't necessarily blame him all that much because Lulu did spend a lot of time bot. Lots of damage going on top, and Megs is again able to pick up the kill on Kennen. That is sensational play coming away from our League of Legends resident troll of the community. The 1240 LO. I personally duo-queued with her and lost her a bunch of LO. Oh, sorry, missing a fight down here mid. Shyvana able to go down to that. Rise and Alice not picking up the assist. But this should mean a free dragon for blue team.
Just overall, again, and that's going to even out the gold yet again. So they are back to where they started 5 minutes ago at a 200 gold difference in advantage for blue. So far, there's only top tower has gone down in purple's favor, and in reality, like that was the first big map objective that's really been taken, other than the early blue counter jungle at level 1.
Wow, Caffeine actually heading mid before the game gets the stun off in the brush. Very well done from Caffeine.
Oh wow!
Face checks that brush and goes down. Is able to pick up the kill on Rise, but I think that means Rise had double buff, which just fizzled away instead of going to that cannon. I think the Kog'Maw got a little bit greedy. His flash and his cleanse were down, and I don't know why he wanted to get into melee range. He has that ult with nearly 1,500 range. So very good job on Caffeine hitting that stun, and very good job from Leon, able to punish Koban for just getting a little bit too close. You now see Bad Milk and Lulu reunited at last. Lulu has picked up an Oracle and is just going to be scouting around for wards, and they are able to maybe get a little bit of a push down on this turret while Kayle is going to hold mid as Leon is down. The Ez ult goes up, he's going to get 5 passive stacks and really help with his pushing. It is interesting to note, Ezreal doesn't actually have his W up, which is a little bit surprising. It is a build that many Ezreals will do. Obviously, maxing that E not only gives you a little bit more damage, but gives you a lower cooldown on your escape. But still interesting to see, nonetheless. Looks like a big push coming mid from blue team, although Hecarim does go back, and they might get actually pinched now by purple team. Nicilia is going to be caught by Flowers. Going to go very low. Leon coming in behind. That may be a lost Oracle. Leon decides
didn't really know where anybody was.
Wow!
Kind of went in and
just
sandwiched
absolutely
between their entire
no
team.
focus from blue team. Not able to even pick up that Oracle. Next going in though, able to pick up the kill. Next is just doing an excellent job. Gets in on the Karma. Turns around. She's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place though at the moment.
Yeah.
She's in a 4v1. That is unfortunate for blue team. A 4-for-1. Hecarim, unfortunately, going back right before that fight broke out.
Yeah, the Hecarim's been in a little bit of trouble. I mean, we look at Shyvana with 84 farm, and who's been involved in a lot of the kills that have gone on in this game, and then Hecarim sitting at 70 with 1 kill and 2 assists. You know, there's a pretty, in terms of like a goal advantage, she is a grand ahead of him.
Yeah.
You know.
Although to be fair, one thing you can say to compliment Only Jungle is that he hasn't died 5 times, so he's not.
It's true.
While he doesn't have as much gold, he also hasn't provided as much gold to the enemy. And with that said, that team fight was obviously very, very, very good for purple. For some reason, Kayle and Leon deciding to engage even when they knew their jungler had just backed right in front of them. And the 4v4, I think, gave the purple team around a 2k gold advantage, which I think is probably the highest we've seen all game.
It's true.
Some pings going down up top on Kayle. Shreed
so
might
much
be able
hate
to catch.
on the Kayle, but here's Megs to come in and save, and
Wow,
that's gonna be
and
one
lots
hit
of damage
Shyvana.
going on to Shreed. Was not ready for that. That Black Cleaver triple Duran's build that Flowers for Algernon has been running just does so much damage. And able to easily 2v2 and come out ahead on that fight with full health. And it looks like Kayle is going in behind the cannon. Does have her
But she'll be
ulti up.
spotted by a ward, so they know. She was spotted by that ward on River, so they do know that
And
she's potentially going to dive, and she's got her ult up. So
Q goes down.
I mean,
the ulti goes down. Flowers Algernon puts the ulti on
an ult from
herself.
Lulu. I don't think it's gonna be enough to save Kennen, but Kayle taking some
Oh wow, and
serious
AP
damage.
Cog
Here
coming
comes
in.
AP Cog.
Lots of damage. Just
That's
barely.
slow from Lulu.
Wow,
is
great
just so
dodging from
strong.
Flowers. Not able to dodge that last one. Rise coming in also. The Ignite goes down, I believe. Koban just used his cleanse, so he's going to have to hightail it out of here. He cannot cleanse away that snare and ignite and does not want to fight this Rise.
Rise takes almost no damage, having already completed his Banshee's Veil.
Yeah, with 86 MR, he is definitely very tanky towards his magic damage that the Kog'Maw is able to throw out. Kog'Maw with around 29 magic pen and 10%, so really not going to be able to cut through that Rise's MR at the moment. Rise, of course, very tanky at the cost of being so short range.
Wait, there's a cost?
Wait, what?
There's a cost to the fact that he's tanky and does a lot of damage?
Yeah, the
This
cost.
is news to me.
Yeah, the cost. That's. I mean, the cost in terms of game balance is that Rise is a very short-range caster. Kog'Maw, the sort of polar opposite of that, very long range, but also very squishy. Not only in base stats, but also in item builds. So it's just kind of what I'm saying is that it's like blue team has this advantage in that they're very tanky. They have Aurelia, Kayle, Alistar, Hecarim, and Rise. All 3 of those are champions who, within their own right, are sort of tankier than their equivalent, or comparable roles. So as a mage mid, Rise is very tanky. As an AD carry, Kayle's very tanky. So it is interesting to see.
You think Kayle? Because Kayle has one of the lowest scaling healths out of any character.
Right, but she has that ult.
She does have that ult. I find her to be kind of like the one aspect of the team that isn't exceedingly tanky, because just because she is kind of like this last cannon type, she has that ult. It's a very short ult.
Yeah.
She can keep herself safe for a short amount of time.
Oh wow, and actually Kayle, see, this is sort of the tankiness of Kayle coming into play, able to tank all of that burst for a number of seconds. Bad Milk throwing his ult off, and Rise not quite able to pick up the kill on Koban. keeping alive. So that was, I believe, a 1-for-1. Rise goes down, Shiv goes down,
so
Teppy
far.
popping the ult, gets all 3 of them stunned, and Koban is trying to get the damage off. Badmilk gets stunned.
But this turret still isn't down, and they really can't move in on that cog, which is pouring the damage out.
That was actually an incredible team fight from Purple. Koban was able to flash over the wall and then use his long range to keep throwing out those ultis. And that's sort of the difference. Sure, he's not as tanky as a Rise, but he can flash over a wall and still be relevant in a team fight. And he really used it to his advantage. And Lulu also putting the ulti, of course, down on Badmilk to save in that team fight. So overall, other than the Shiv who kind of went Rambo, Purple team was able to all stay alive together and kill 3 of them, and then also take Hecarim and Kayle very low. And now they're using this advantage with their 2 AD champs, Kennen and Ezreal, to kind of push. So very well done from Purple team. They don't want to overstay their welcome because Blue team is now all full health. Kayle has actually just gone back, but they could have gone maybe for a Baron.
Oh, Hecarim getting caught in bottom forest. It looks like he's going to go down just to... And Shyvana will pick up the kill there.
And that could be the opportunity Purple team wants to either pick up Blue or Baron, or maybe some extra turrets. Kayle going in, Rambo 4v4. They know that Ezreal's bot.
That ult, like the ult, they're not focusing it. They're refusing to fight. They're going to fight this.
The ult went off at a bad time. Badmilk just scooting over that wall, and now it looks like Blue team realizes that they're in the disadvantage in this team fight. Kayle ult's gone, the Alistar ult's gone. Oh no, the Alistar ult just used. Shyvana jumping in there, Cog able to get the slowdown on the Alistar, and lots of damage coming out from Purple team. Wow, but also that Rise is doing a ton of damage onto Shri, just barely. Oh, and the bounce picks it up. A lucky bounce.
Wow.
Gets the E from Kog'Maw onto Shri after she flashed away. A nice ult from Owen
back to the fight.
Team.
Trying to get something, a rally going, but Kayle is still super low. If they turn, they might be able to pick her up.
Yeah, low on health, low on mana, and doesn't have an ult up. Leon actually gets caught by the
down mid-lane.
Wow, this is like an all random moment.
It is. It totally feels like that right now.
It's a game that just keeps on giving. And although I did just notice this, I'm a little slow. We do see triple wriggles on Purple team. I believe Badmilk used this strategy the other day when they were able to pick up those early Barons. Unfortunately, he only has 2 points in his Essence Flux. So at the moment, it's only a 25 AS buff instead of the 40% that it would be at level 5. So it's not the quickest Barons in the world, but still, 27 minutes into the game with triple wriggles and a Ezreal on your team to give your team that kind of move speed, attack speed steroid. Lots and lots and lots of Baron potential from Purple team if Blue team makes another sort of mistaken engage like that. What they really want to see.
Blue team can do right now. Purple has had an Oracle's up on that Lulu for such a long time that the vision from Blue is extremely limited. They really don't have a lot of map presence, whereas Purple's able to have really good wards throughout Blue's jungle for a large part of the game.
Yeah.
And on top of that, like anytime Kayle messes up Pearl even slightly, the fight turns against them. In the fight near Dragon, Kayle ulted when she was within range of like 3 people, but without her team support right there, she wasn't able to continue on in the fight because she was already at low health. And so while Cog was able to sit over near the turret and just pump out damage, Kayle, being shorter range, was unable to really impact that fight very much.
I don't know, and I mean, that Kayle ult, I think, is very short range. It's meant to be very clutch. Oops, I clicked away right as something was going down. Megs is actually overextending a little bit. Gets caught by the stun on Kennen and the red buff. They're going to be able to chase her all the way back to base. The Shyvana ult goes in, and Megs does drop down, not even popping her ulti for some sustain. This could be what Purple team wants to get that dragon. Sorry, that Baron.
Well, they've already picked 2. Lulu's already in position. Kayle's basically just AFK farming at this point. Like, guys.
I think this is the right decision from Kayle. She knows that they can't stop that Baron 3v5 and says, you know what? I pushed very hard. I have a Phantom Dancer and a Black Cleaver. I'm going to maybe even get 2 base turrets out of this. And just by the way, you know, you get 150 gold for each turret you take down. for Baron, you get 300 gold. So if Kayle can take down 2 base turrets, the amount of gold will be equal. Oh wow! I actually totally missed that. Hecarim tried to go for the smite steal, but actually gets taken down instead. Ezreal goes down to kind of stop that push bot and does take down a lot of the creeps. Lots of shit talk coming out.
On you, no less.
Yeah.
Apparently we can't balance games. I told you one team looks stacked.
Are you kidding me? You have Flowers for Algernon and Leon, 2 2k elo players, and Caffeine lost his lane to Megs, a 1200 elo player.
Well,
it's like
lost his lane in that he's still generally winning the farm war.
Right, but I mean, you know, you can't really blame.
What is Flowers doing?
I don't know. I think Flowers
he's going on an adventure Kayle. Here he goes, going in on Kog'Maw, just trying to pick up any kills he can with his ult. Trying to flash to get out of there.
But however, Bad Milk is caught by Megs, who's doing an excellent job this game. However, Bad Milk just gonna get out of there with his E. And you know, you can say what you want to say, but I think that this game is, given the circumstances, a lot closer than Flowers for Algernon said. The goal difference.
I don't think he understands how like far apart some of our games have been. This is a fairly close game, just by the fact that it's gone to 30 minutes.
Yeah, 31 minutes in, the game is 7k different, and that's right after one of the teams to pick up a Baron. The kills have been very equal throughout the game. The lane matchups haven't been, you know, one player gets 7-0 in lane and another player on the other team gets 7-0 in the lane, and then it's just, you know, who gets the farm advantage.
Flowers just trying to take down that turret using his ult again. The cooldown of that ult is so short. Yeah. Oh, he didn't even use the ult that time.
I think like whatever. Caffeine also maybe a little bit of zealous overextension. So we see the 2 high elo players on each respective team really going a little bit crazy.
So crazy.
So crazy. Although Leon is doing a relatively good job. He has that Banshee Veil, he has that Frozen Heart, he is very durable at the moment. Probably wants to pick up.
I mean, Purple still doesn't have any towers down.
Oh, and actually, while Leon is soloing the Dragon, only jungle playing Hecarim and Megs playing Aurelia, and Garden Gloves getting Alistar, all getting very low. I don't know why Leon made the call to go do Dragon alone. I guess both teams having a little bit of trouble with their communication at the moment. Although, you know, we saw a little bit of argument between the AD carry and the support earlier on. It looks like, I don't know, maybe Flower is not so happy with some of the other calls. Maybe only jungle made.
Megs is a little bit out of position currently.
A little bit. If I was
she's behind enemy lines, and it looks like she's decided that now is the time to go in. Getting pretty quickly melted going in on that Kog'Maw, but it just wasn't enough damage.
No, it seems to me like maybe you know, it's late, tension's running high. Oh wow, I just realized I had my spec on blue team. Koban
just put in mid. Everybody wants to fight.
Yeah, and Koban also getting taken very low with that Rise, who executed a very nice combo. Flowers for Algernon sitting on a ward. I don't know what this is. It's like a showdown between Caffeine and Algernon. Let's just watch this.
1v1.
1v1, bro. Here we go. Come at me, bro.
Oh wow.
The Ignite going down, and Flowers just able to completely dominate that fight. Maybe they planned it. Maybe they said 1v1 damage. Bad Milk showing up. He has that Baron buff, puts down the ward in the brush, but Kayle is already out of it. He's used his ulti, so he's not going to be able to chase. Kayle has that great slow and the self move speed steroid. Yeah, Shyvana coming in behind with that red buff. Kayle probably not going to be able to run away. And some nice juking. She has that Phantom Dancer and a Zeal. She's incredibly fast with 457 move speed. Flashing on it, very nicely done from Bad Milk to get over that wall and set up that easy Q to pick up the kill. So
Nisley farming a death cap currently.
Very nicely done. When your team gives up, I mean, oh wait, no, sorry, it's blue team who's giving up.
Yeah, blue team has kind of thrown in the towel a little bit. But they were unable to surrender, so.
We do see
Algernon probably raging pretty hard currently.
I don't know what's going on in there. Kennen was able to pick up his Infinity Edge, however, which is going to make him decimate any 1v1s that he should have with Kayle. I think, barring that. I
Well,
mean,
I mean, she can
Kayle.
still turn herself
That is true.
invincible for
Kayle.
a while.
Although the ulti on Kayle won't stop CC, so if timed properly, may actually be. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, actually, Kayle is a very strong duelist. Kennen probably not going to win any duels with her, but still, in a team fight, definitely, I think the damage advantage is going to be Kennen's
Meg's
new
going in, trying to get
Meg's
that
going in on Bad Milk is able to just arcane shift away, and now Meg's initiated on by Shyvana on tree. Bad Milk chasing down Bryce, wants to get over to his team. Alistair falling very low, is in fact going down.
I think that this could be it. I think they're just going to push out mid and try and end this game.
Kayle's running up, Hecarim's running down. It looks like so many in-house games, once that advantage, however small it may be, becomes apparent, teams just kind of give up. There's no money on the line, there's no elo, there's no real reason these teams have to play other than...
but there's pride, man. There's pride.
There's pride. Although, not everyone feels pride. That is... It's Komanjo bullying Leon in this spawn with his long range on that ultimate. The ulti from Bad Milk goes up to stop the push, but it's too late. The Nexus does fall to blue team. Sorry, it's a purple team. I'm going to say up until the point where, I guess, I don't know, the teamwork fell apart, the urge to troll came out. This was a very good game.
Yeah, no, it was a really close... I don't think they realized how close it was.
Yeah, I don't think they saw the gold and the kills and the wards that were down and everything we saw, but it was actually misleadingly close through maybe the 25-26 minute mark. Like so many in-house games we've played, however, once that Baron got picked up, they just kind of said, it's over. Although it is interesting to see, 19 kills on blue, 20 deaths on purple. 30 kills on purple, 31 deaths on
well,
blue.
there were a couple executions, just at different points. That Alistair dying bottom, and I believe there was a dive top that and ended up going to an execution.
So, I mean, other than the obvious kind of like throws and trolls and everything, I think it was very interesting to see just how well Megs did early game against Caffeine. Megs, of course, 1274.
You keep telling me she's a troll, and the only
she's a troll. She's a troll.
The only thing I see her trolling is your ability to cast her, because you're constantly surprised by how well she's doing.
Okay, I'm gonna ask her if she's a troll, and we'll see what she's probably gonna call me a name or something because she's a troll. I mean, say what you want, but she is a troll. She's a troll who did very well in that matchup.
Maybe she's your personal troll. She trolls you very effectively.
She just asked me, what is a troll?
Exactly.
How is that not trolling? That is trolling.
What's a troll, bro? Explain it.
Trolling
explain it to every person at home.
Trolling, in its original sort of definition, was acting stupid to kind of bring anger out from people you're talking to. Asking someone what is a troll when they ask you what a troll is, if you're a troll, that is trolling. Megs, you're a troll.
It's like a tautological definition of a troll.
Yeah. Well, what else? Let me see. Oh, okay. I see. NP. Alfie as a god just explained, by the way, what happened in that game earlier.
Yeah.
With the level 28 person, Alfie as a god not actually realizing that we had a lot of level 30 high elo redditors who wanted to get in on the game, and he invited 2 of his friends into that game, not knowing that we really wanted. He invited one of his friends, and his friends invited a level 28 on top of that.
Flowers still raging.
Still raging. Okay, let's see.
Bad.
You guys had it if you grouped around 60 minute, but we split push a call. I agree with Caffeine. I mean, I think Flowers doesn't really realize that there was a little bit of miscommunication, and they don't. I don't think he really realizes that Bad Milk and Nistley on Lulu were having some troubles of their own working together, which actually led to Lulu going top and Bad Milk being forced to 2v1 bot lane. So I think it was a lot closer. Obviously, it is just a game for fun. Leon and Flowers are, I think, both very competent players, both very high elo, and I've played with them a fair amount. But I don't know. I think that really the reason Blue Team lost that game was the lack of teamwork and the lack of coordination, not the lack of player skill. And I mean, if you can have, I'm going to say it yet again, if you can have Megs, who is a 1200 player, yeah, either
I
win
don't.
lane or
I don't
win lane
necessarily know that she is a 1200
win
player,
lane
dude.
or go even against Caffeine, who's 2K. I'm saying that was probably the weak link of the team, and it worked in such big favor for Blue. Meg's able to capitalize on those turret dives, pick up the red buff, and then even kill Caffeine on her own and really just take a lead in that lane without really any help from Only Jungle, even though Only Jungle and Megs are friends. So I think it was a great game to watch early on. Totally shattered my expectations of how the game was going to go. It's just too bad that Blue didn't want to either acknowledge or really capitalize on that lead they built. Okay, I need to do some. You add Bad Milk
Huh.
and talk to him. He's a nice guy.
Huh.
So yeah, I think Bad Milk wants to talk to Nistley just to kind of settle some grievances. Come on, man. Anyway, I'm not even going to get into that on stream. That is a discussion for another time. Megs is reporting that after losing a 60-minute ranked game today, her elo is now 12-12. And Caffeine,
nice.
I'm going to check on my friends list, 2041 elo on Caffeine, and they were able to go toe-to-toe in that matchup. I think I am, however, going to decline this casting position. I sort of actually kind of want to play a game.
Do you?
I haven't even taken part in any of these Reddit in-house games, and I would love if you want to maybe set up your own stream and cast or something like that. Oh, but your stream is.
This I'm buying a new computer. It'll happen, I swear.
Oh, awesome.
You know what might be fun though is I'll hop in on the other team. I'll play against you.
Okay, let's do it. So
let's do it.
Show me that invite. I will play. I don't know if I should keep the stream on. That sort of feels like I'm abusing my power.
Well, I mean, I promise not to cheat.
Your team is just gonna cheat. You're gonna ghost. I'm not gonna set up a delay. I don't care that much. But I think I might stream this game. I want to be on. Yeah, this is a good find. It's a good looking good.
Okay, let's see who we get. This should be interesting. I don't know. I want to see how good you are, man.
Okay. I'm gonna get on Mumble and I'm gonna try hard.
Oh, you're gonna try hard?
I'm gonna try hard. I'm
gonna
try so hard. So it looks like some of the people from the last game. Oh no, Caffeine. Ugh.
Oh no, he wants to play with me. He wants to be on the winning team.
Oh, the losing team. Okay, I got it. Okay.
Yeah. See, I don't think. Have I seen Flowers win yet? No.
Oh wow, we already started.
Whoa. Didn't even have time to get into Mumble yet.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna hop on Mumble. We're gonna see how
I'm doing with my team, I guess.
Okay. Well, goodbye. I will enjoy.
Bye.
I'm gonna play a single target assassin, and I'm just going to drop everything on you. I'm gonna come at you with everything I've got. So that is a challenge to you, my friend. Good luck. Have fun.
Bring it.
All right. We're gonna get this game going. And finally, the stream viewers may be able to see me not in a casting position. Interesting. All right. Whew. All right, you sons of guns.
You're gonna get your first one of the day.
You banned the Twitch ban. Oh, they banned the Jungle Alistair!
GG, that's it. Only Jungle sucks now.
Are we just gonna share a? Are we?
You ban Ribbit?
Are we sharing a?
You banned Alistair. Fuck you.
I didn't ban shit. Yes, we're sharing the same Mumble channel. That's what we did last game too.
My heel
good.
bitches.
Well, then no can't run from me.
They banned my Twitch too. I don't want to play anymore.
They didn't ban your Twitch.
They banned my Twitch. Look at it.
Well, good. Jesus, you're banned Twitch. Jesus.